In this video, we're going to be looking at the laptop, the GTX 1052GB, how well it performs on Assassin's Creed Syndicate. Not as well as I'd hoped, to be honest with you, but it's not a terrible playing experience if you make some compromises. So, I have had to drop. I have had to drop my display down to 720p. Now the odd thing is to be I can't run it in full screen. If I run it in standard full screen, I end up with just a small box with half my desktop behind it. It's like it's half in full screen, half not. So I've had to use this borderless full screen, which obviously, as it warns you there, can reduce your performance. So it's borderless full screen, 720p. And graphics are basically all set to medium, so it's not too bad though. I mean, it looks fairly decent actually, and I'm running at 60 frames a second, no problem at all. So yeah, look, it's not terrible. In fact, I'm just under 60 frames a second, about 58 there. So I mean, there are some instances where having just medium text is a bit blurry, but otherwise it's not too bad. Let's go, just doing the first mission. I'm not intending on playing this until I complete the other Assassin's Creed, which is going to take me a long time. The only reason I got this now is because it was in a spring sale. Frame rate got fine there, but it's the whole thing that doesn't move the player.
Well, we seem to have made an unscheduled stop.
Oh, I don't want to ruin too much of the story. It doesn't look terrible. It looks alright actually in my eyes. Then again, I'm not a 1080p ultra settings gaming snob, so that's not dropping much below 50 frames a second. So, you know, drop it down to 720p. It's not been bad at all. I mean, to be honest with you, I mean, I could probably bump it up to 900 and still not lose too much. But I think I might just leave it at this 720p. It looks decent enough. Yeah. It's not really much gameplay yet. It's all flipping. We'll see. We'll have a quick run around London, I hope. Literally, I just started this on the first mission, so my intention is with this game is just to, well, as I said, play it up. I've completed the others.
Yard. Guard quarters. Brewster's laboratory. This is where the piece of Eden will be located. No loose ends. Now, to decouple the locomotive and create a diversion.
Well, where is it? Huh? Where's Brewster's supplies? Meter.
Ooh, I get to kill these guys. I do. It's good fun. So here we go.
Who's that?
Come on, let me kill you. Yeah, like 60 frames a second.
Time to deploy the diversion.
See that woman there?
say, Sir David.
Yeah, look, graphics don't look terrible, to be honest with you. Flipping at 720p, this rather playable. But as I said, I've always said this with this laptop, you know, it is a budget, and you would have to make some compromises.
Hello, boys.
So, you know, 720 medium isn't terrible. I mean, the game originally defaulted at 720 low, but I was able to turn it up to medium without any performance detriment. I mean, it goes to show though, the 2 gigabytes of VRAM will become quite a limiting factor very soon in certain games. So that is the one thing you're going to have to bear in mind. But otherwise, terrible. This game's quite good actually. It's running lovely. It doesn't look bad. In fact, this is probably one of the best looking games on this laptop in 720p. Most games, when you put them to 720p, look like absolute crap, whereas this one actually looks really decent. I've got no issues with running this at 720. No issues at all. There you go. It's a solid 60 frames a second there. There's your chest. You know what? Obviously, we'll see when
Smells like Jacob's cooking.
we'll get round London, maybe, but we'll see. How about the Texas locomotive? There you go. Yeah.
That should keep you busy while I head into your lab.
I would say this looks really playable at this resolution and settings. I mean, that's at 60. If you wanted to decrease your frame rate, you could bump resolution up, turn textures up, no problem at all. I mean, as you can see, we are just over the VRAM limit. I mean, officially it says if you've only got 2 gig of VRAM, you're only meant to have low textures, but I'm running medium.
Follow me down the tracks.
So,
You stay here and keep a lookout.
All right. I'll shout if I get any bother.
First for a bird's eye view. Can't be too careful.
Not your concern. Bring back the
gonna go a little slightly different cruisers. A lot of geezers I've got into a fight with. I'll get used to the combat in this game rather than the old Black Flag. I got so used to Black Flag. Two pirate swords. I suppose as a lady around London you can't go around with two pirate swords. And that was for a quick gameplay demo, I would say this is perfectly playable, looks pretty decent though, because it's a fairly new game. I think even the lowest settings, I've had to turn shadows up from medium, up to medium, because on the lowest settings the shadows look proper blocky and nasty, so I've had to put them on medium. But yeah, I mean, as I said, the whole game is on medium anyway, but the shadows are the first things you notice on between medium and low. But I mean, as I said, this is 60 frames a second, solid. Oh, there you go. Here's will be a good place to test the old frame rate.
I need 2 more weeks.
But no, do that
with the
synchronising
device.
stuff like they used to do in the
Your
old Assassin's
questionable
Creed game.
practices are beginning to draw unwanted attention. You have been given more than enough
So it
time to
dropped to
achieve results, Sir
41
David.
there, but it's a
I
cutscene,
was
so
unaware that you
little bit
expected me
cutscenes
to
being a lower
perform like a cocker spaniel.
frame rate,
Permit me to
actually.
remind you
But,
of your obligation to the Order.
yeah,
Miss Thorne,
I
you
would say,
ride me like a racehorse.
yes, you are making compromises, but
I will return tomorrow.
you know, if
If you have
this
not
is
unlocked the
not going to be
device's
good enough
secrets,
for you,
forget
then
your
you're going to want to
dogs
be
and
spending a
horses.
shit ton
I
on
will
a
leave you to
laptop,
the wolves.
basically. I mean, as I
Good
said,
day.
for an 800 quid machine, this is performing
I
quite
was merely promised
well.
a tour of the premises, my lords.
Who sent you?
What a green spies.
Get that man to interrogation. Then I want him brought to the lab.
Even that, huh?
What a pity. But no deviations from the mission.
Oh, you see a little bit jaggies on her hair there. So, yeah. Ooh, assassins are stronger when infiltrating dangerous place. Okay. Oh god. Leap of faith button. But yeah, I would say
I can clip it from here.
oh, yeah. I would say this is playing rather well. I mean, oh, the mouse pointer's come up for some strange reason. So I'm running, as I said, it doesn't look terrible. And it's silky smooth, so yeah. I'm quite happy with that. And as I said, it's not performing, on paper it's a bit lower than I was having to expect to run it, but it's not terrible. I mean, yes, I'm at 720 borderless. I said it's that borderless full screen. I reckon if I could run it in actual full screen without any problems at all, because as I said, if I put it in actual full screen, it sort of only takes up 1/4 of the screen, and it acts like it's in full screen, but it isn't full screen. It's really weird. So I've had to run it in borderless full screen, which is a performance drain anyway. So yeah, so I've had to put 720p, but 720 medium is what you're going to get out of a laptop GTX 1050 if you want as close to 60 frames a second as possible, and that's obviously borderless full screen. Because I think the problem which I was having, where full screen only takes up a tiny portion of the screen and isn't actually full screen, seems to be quite a common issue. So
There's a Christmas in here.
yeah, that's it. 60 frames a second. Yeah, I like that. And it
Nearly
looks
there.
really decent still, to be honest with you. I mean, you're going to be hard pressed to find. I mean, you'd be really nitpicking for details if you were. I mean, look, you can see all the bricks and everything, all right. I mean, there's not many jaggies. Okay, you did see a little bit on her hair a minute ago, but okay, there you go. The textures look a bit crap there, but I imagine even on like the highest textures, it was still. And to be honest with you, when you're running around assassinating people, how much are you going to be looking at the brickwork? I mean, I would say this looks pretty decent, to be honest with you. Quite, yeah, I'd play it like this all the time, I think. At least I'm not having to put it down to 800 by 600 on the lowest settings. So, yeah, I would say, yeah, it's disappointing that it isn't running as, at the higher 900p or 1080p as well. It will run at those, but you're looking at down at like about 30 to 35 frames a second at 1080p. About 40 to 45 frames a second at 900p, and just under 60 frames, well, 55 to 60 frames a second at 720p. So, yeah, I said, you are having to make massive sacrifices on the resolution, but 720p is still HD when you think about it at the end of the day, widescreen HD, and as I said, it doesn't look terrible. I mean, okay, apart from the resolution, I still think the quality settings are going to be higher than the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One. I imagine their basic global default to low, but you know, I'd have to obviously dig into that. But yeah, I'm quite happy with that actually. So yeah, this was just a quick video of how well Assassin's Creed Syndicate runs on a Intel Core i5 GTX 1050 2GB laptop. Thank you for watching, and have a good day.